Do you see Brexit remaining on track, even if Dominic Cummings is removed from his position?
Yes, I mean, I think, first of all, I don't think he will be removed, but that's another issue. But I don't think he's critical to the Brexit negotiations happening. Brexit technically has happened already. We have already left the European Union, and this is about that we're in the standstill transition period at the moment. The negotiation is in the hands of a very experienced diplomat, David Frost, who is working very directly for the Prime Minister on this, and the role of Dominic Cummings as essentially the chief strategist in Number 10 is much less important on the continuation of Brexit.
Although, Lord Maude, it may be important for the continuation of business by the government, given that 40 Conservative MPs so far seem to think that Dominic Cummings should go. So can Boris Johnson actually work with a party that appears to be internally divided?
Well, I mean, there are divisions, and the minority of Conservative MPs have expressed that view, but plenty haven't. Most of them, I suspect, are just keeping their heads down at the moment. And I suspect the Prime Minister will conclude that he can continue with Dominic Cummings, who's been a very important part of his setup in Number 10, and a very important support to him, and I know he will want that to continue.
Lord Maude, in your long and interesting political career, you did wear a hat once where you had cabinet responsibility around Hong Kong. Can I just ask you about that? This is one of the issues where Boris Johnson may need support from both sides of the House to move forward. But do you think he should come out and declare at this stage that Britain is prepared to honour its commitment to Hong Kong people and will offer a home for BNO passport holders, the hundreds of thousands of BNO passport holders, should they wish to leave Hong Kong if this new security law is enacted by Beijing?
Well, look, that would be a massive commitment. I don't know what the numbers of BNO passport holders in Hong Kong is, but when I was involved, which was 30 years ago, it was several million. And that would be a massive commitment to make. I mean, I was very much involved in the forefront of the battle within the British government to give full British passports to large numbers of Hong Kong citizens because of the concerns that there were this was 8 years before handover to China, and when there was major concerns following the events in Tiananmen Square. So this is a hugely sensitive subject. We do have obligations to Hong Kong. We are signatories to the Joint Declaration, which is an international treaty, and which is registered with the United Nations, and the obligations to maintain the way of life and the freedoms and the rights which people in Hong Kong have, those are written into international treaty and therefore into international law. And Britain, as one of the two signatories to that joint declaration, we do have an obligation to do what we can to ensure that those obligations are respected.